Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the health workers in this country are on strike, and we are seeing CS for Health Susan Nakhumicha trying to prove a point by going to an extent of storming into a theater room just to prove a point that the services are going on in hospitals. With this move, she was also on an interview, and there is something dangerous that Susan Nakhumicha is trying to suggest in that interview. Remember, there is also an issue of, placement of the internships, and her suggestion is that no remuneration should be given to the interns. They should not be given anything, zero payment. They should do at free cost, simply because, according to her, these are just students who are still under training, because they will need a health practitioner to be around them, monitoring what they are doing. And that is her position. So what is she trying to suggest? She goes to an extent of alleging that there are about 50 interns who have called her, requesting her to place them without even being paid anything. That is where CS Susan Nakhumicha for health. And let me try to quote her here. Remuneration is given to an employee who has offered services on behalf of an employer. Interns are supposed to provide their duty under the supervision of specialist or expert medical officers. In this case, we are not supposed to speak about remuneration, as these are still students. Ni wanafunzi wasipewe chochote. And in another statement, this is what he's saying. There are 50 interns who have called me and told me they are willing to work without any stipend, so they can get their license. Willing to work without any stipends. Willing to work, not willing to study. This is not my statement, it is Susan Nakhumicha. So many questions are being raised. Are interns students? Or what is Susan Nakhumicha telling us? In the same breath, she's telling us that because doctors are now protesting, she's going to hire interns. Hire them as what? As students. And how do you hire? When you're not ready to pay. And when you believe in your heart that these people cannot offer service. In fact, interns are actually doctors in training. They are no longer students. If they are students, they will be in a class. But they have to go through that so that they can get licensed. You get to hospital, these people are attending to patients. So many issues comes in. We have seen successive administrations from Kenyatta, Moi, Kibaki, Uhuru Kenyatta, now William Ruto. These all other successive governments have been paying interns. So what makes Kenya Kwanza administration different from the previous administrations? So many questions. We are continuing this final discussion, but just a quick request. For those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, Master, thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back this discussion. Now look at this situation. These interns, they will be placed in different stations. Remember, they will need means of transport to and from. Is Susan Nakhumicha going to provide means of transport free to the interns? What does she mean? How? Watu wanahitaji kufua nguo, wanahitaji kuoga, wanahitaji kukula, they need transport. Is she going to provide all those? Because even in other companies, interns are given something small. You just appreciate what they are doing. So that wakuja kama wamepata hata pesa ya kununua Colgate. How do you motivate them? This is what is even making health sector unproductive. We don't have quality healthcare in this country. Actually, this is exploitation that Susan Nakhumicha is trying to suggest. You want to exploit the interns. And we have a problem of staff in this country in terms of watu wa health. Unaenda kwa hospitali unakaa kwa laini muda mrefu. Reason, understaffing. They're not solving that. But they are suggesting on how they will not pay interns. They want to break the existing tradition that has been there for very many years. And remember, they are doing so when at the same time we see they are doing renovation at State House. Uhuru alikuwa anatumia ile nyumba. Hatukuona maji kiingia ndani. Was that an emergency? They are doing the same when we are seeing 600 million Kenyan shillings being set aside to go and renovate Gachagwa's office that was constructed at a cost of 450 million. They are not building a new one. They are renovating an existing one. Ile official residence. They are renovating the existing one. Kazi ya renovation nyingi ni ya kupaint na repair kidogo kidogo. Mambo ya kupaka rangi sana sana. You're not removing all the stones, all the concrete, all the, ile chuma zote. You don't do that. But the cost of repair is much expensive compared to the cost of building that new property. They are doing so when they cannot even pay interns. They cannot even, it's not payment. It's just facilitating them. They are not being facilitated. No remuneration. Lakini Gachagua can comfortably have 600 million, which can put up another new building, even bigger than that one. Just for renovation. Hii inafanyika Kenya, si kwingine. Then unaambiwa interns should not be paid anything. Look at that. We are seeing a team around William Ruto that is so clueless, and they can never help him with any idea to build this nation. It's like even she's not speaking her own words. This seems to be William Ruto's position. She might be reading William Ruto's handwriting. That is a script from State House. Go and say this, bring this suggestion, so that we can read the mood. Then we can understand how to approach this situation. Sasa watu wenye hata wako na hamu sana ya kuwa madaktari, health workers. Kuna wengine they will be changing their mind because now the field you thought that you can really serve with all your calling, this is how they treat such kind of skilled people, the workforce that is needed in Kenya here. Kenya Kwanza administration has zero respect for skilled and workforce in this country. They have zero respect. So when you have such kind of a CS, tell me, do you still expect to see a positive change from health ministry? Something that refused to devolve, and it is 80% devolved function. Wamekataa kupeleka resources down there, wamebaki nazo huko juu kuangaisha watu. So this is the kind of treatment they want to now give to the interns in a country like Kenya. So are you motivating or demotivating people? This is actually exploitation. It cannot work. It should never be encouraged. In as much as saying that 50 of them called her, we cannot even believe her. Even if they called, they are calling out of, these people are stressed. They don't have any other option, but they need this paper. They need that license. So that it is not out of their willingness. They have been pushed to a corner, and that's why they speak so. But she's happy that 50 of them have called me. And this is Kenya Kwanza administration, where this is the only administration that has overtaxed Kenyans. No any other administration has collected taxes the same way William Ruto has done, because of the 16% taxation. But this is the kind of treatment they will give to its own citizens. Look at that. What makes Kenya Kwanza administration different from other successive administrations to deny interns remuneration? That's the question. I don't know your views, but let us meet in the comment section to continue this discussion. Thank you so much, and see you in our next video.